It was, of course, recently revealed that in the days following the January 6th attack on the Capitol by a group of crazed Trump supporters, that Samuel Alito, Supreme Court Justice of the United States, flew an upside-down American flag at his home, which, of course, was a symbol used by the, quote, "Stop the Steal" people. Now, Alito, or whoever, his spokesperson, claims that, yeah, his wife did that after a spat with the neighbor. So it wasn't him, it was just his, crazy Stop the Steal wife, apparently. But either way, this story, of course, has been talked about for over a week now. It's a big deal. Shows that Alito should recuse himself from anything related to the 2020 election, the Capitol riot, and Trump's immunity claims. But more importantly, it's once again brought scrutiny back to our completely, wholly corrupted United States Supreme Court. And it's good that people are once again focusing on that because it kind of died down after all the Clarence Thomas stuff. Everybody just generally accepted, okay, well, he's a piece of garbage, should recuse himself, but he never does, nothing we can do. Well, this story put it back out there in the ether that the Supreme Court is even more corrupt than we thought. And nobody is more pissed off about that than Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell came out with a statement this week to reporters saying, quote, "It seems to me there are nonstop attacks on the Supreme Court week after week after week, so I'm not going to dignify that with a response," asked about the Alito flag. "We need to leave the Supreme Court alone. Protect them from people who went into their neighborhoods and tried to do them harm. Look out for the Supreme Court. That's part of the job of the administration." The poor Supreme Court. I mean, those poor individuals, they're so attacked by everybody. And Mitch McConnell says, leave Alito alone. Calling to mind the old Chris Crocker video of Leave Britney Alone, right? That's basically what Mitch McConnell's doing here. I'm surprised he didn't have a blanket over him, tears falling down his face, saying, leave the Supreme Court alone. Here's the fun part. The reason Mitch McConnell wants you to leave the Supreme Court alone and just shut the hell up about their corruption is because that's his legacy. When you're attacking these justices on the Supreme Court that Mitch McConnell voted for, and in some cases he pushed for them to be there, you're not attacking the Supreme Court, you're attacking him. Because you're reminding people of not just the justices, but the guy that put them there. That's why Mitch McConnell hates these attacks on the court. Because they're actually attacks on him. And he is afraid that eventually the corporate media is out there is going to put those stories together, be like, wait a minute, who's the guy that pushed this? So hopefully me saying that, me putting those pieces together is enough to spark the corporate media to say, wait a minute, it's not just the guys on the court. How about we look at the idiots who put him there? And Mitch McConnell is the top guy on that list. So you cannot talk about the corruption of the Supreme Court without talking about the fact that many of these people were handpicked by Mitch McConnell. That's why he doesn't want you to talk about it, because he's afraid everybody's going to put those puzzle pieces together like I just did. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.